Hi, I'm Carol. I'm the editor of Project NOSH, and I'm here with Maya Kaimal, who is the founder of Maya Kaimal Fine Indian Foods. Thank you so much for chatting with us today.
It's nice to be here.
So you've been in, the ethnic food category for a very long time. When did you guys start, and what were the first products you kind of launched with?
We launched in about 2004, and at that time, it was a really different landscape as far as what was out in the ethnic aisles. And I wanted to bring out a product that was not necessarily ghettoized in the center of the store, but something that could be in the perimeter. So we launched a fresh Indian sauce line, and nobody was doing that at all. So it was nice to be able to go into a part of the store where people were expecting quality, and then they would come upon Indian food. And Indian food poses some more challenges with its heat and complexity, but I think that once people sort of get to taste good quality Indian food, they realize that it's really quite a lovely, balanced experience.
How do you think the sort of American palate has changed, though, in understanding what Indian food is and what a high-quality Indian food should look like and taste like?
Well, it's a long, slow road. You keep hearing that Indian food's the next big trend, and it's not quite. We're not quite getting there. But from when we started to now, I mean, that category has grown hugely, and so people, I think there's more Indians here. There's more Indian restaurants, and you get more high-end Indian restaurants, and you get more sort of fun food truck tastes of India. So there's just a wider range of kinds of Indian food for people to taste. It's not all that sort of cheaper takeout that's available.
Can you sort of talk about what it's like having a product that's both in specialty as well as a grocery product, and the strategy behind having a product line that's in two categories and two places in the store?
Yeah, well, sure. So we launched with a fresh line, which was a very strategic decision for us. Like, we wanted to do something that was super high quality and could taste really close to homemade Indian food. And so doing it fresh meant we didn't have to acidify it as much and then therefore change the flavor profile. So it also meant that it could be in the perimeter of the store and be, surrounded by really high quality products. So we could bring the brand like a certain amount of, give it a gourmet halo. So that was our initial kind of way into the marketplace, and we were able to get, a certain amount of followers from that, and then move into center store. That was a decision about 4 years into the brand, because we knew that we could reach even more customers and be in more kinds of stores if we weren't strictly in a highly competitive part of the store.
And so now you've moved, beyond, sauces that you need to cook with into the sort of snack world. Right. Do you think that sort of speaks to the snackification of America? What was the motivation behind that?
So I love Indian snacks. I mean, I grew up eating them, and there's just a kind of something that they do that American snacks don't really do, and just a way that they're a little spicy underneath all of that sort of crunchy yumminess. The idea was, everything I do, I like it to start from something that I particularly feel connected to, like food that I really, really love, and I just feel like hasn't gotten enough exposure to a wide enough audience. So the snacks were just like another version of that for me, which is that I just think people need to try these flavors. And so the chickpea chips was the first thing we did. And what it's able to do is we can again reach like even more people with Indian flavors, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is just get Indian flavors onto more plates.
For a company that wants to go into the ethnic set, do you have any hints or things they should definitely keep in mind?
Yeah, well, I have to say it is. The tactic of starting with a specialty product is a lower barrier to entry in a way, because the buyers of specialty products they're really tasting things, and they're really curious in a way that you don't always find necessarily in center store. So that, at least that worked for us, is like doing something that you could get into the perimeter of the store and get in front of buyers who are super curious.
Great. Well, I think that's an excellent tip, and thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Oh, my pleasure.